Good morning, everyone. Today, our new grammar lesson, Unit 8 grammar lesson is past perfect simple and past perfect continuous. Past simple vs past perfect. So, first of all, let's remember what past simple is. As we all know, past simple is an action or a verb happened in the past and ended. It is an action that happened in the past and ended. It can be a regular verb or irregular verb. We might add d, ed, or ied, or if it is irregular verb, maybe the whole word sometimes will change. So let's start with the past perfect simple. What is the usage of it? How do we use it and when? Number one is to describe an action that happened before another action in the past. So it is to describe an action that happened before another action in the past. So the two actions are in the past already, but we're describing the action that happened in the first place. Let's have an example. I had gone to school before I met my friends. I had gone to school before I met my friends. So the first action I did is I had gone to school. Later on or next, I met my friends. But the two actions already are in the past. I had gone to school in the past, and I met my friends also in the past. Number two, action or something that happened before a specific time in the past. Usually we use the word by, like by 6 o'clock yesterday, I had gone to the party. Again, it's also an action or something happened before a specific time in the past. Usually we use the word by. So here we are using a specific time. We are putting the real timing, like 6 o'clock. By 6 o'clock yesterday, I had gone to the party. Number three, something that happened in the past that had an effect on a later action. Something happened in the past that had an effect on a later action. It means that the first action I did, it had an effect on the second action. So it also means that the second action doesn't exist without doing the first one. Like, she had earned a lot of money, so she decided buy a new car. She earned a lot of money, so she decided to buy a new car. Let's look to this sentence. Let's say if this girl didn't have enough money or a lot of money, would she buy the new car? No, she would not. So here the sentence. The next action is 100% really related to the first. The form is subject plus had plus the PP or the past participle. Let's have an example. I, which is the subject, plus had gone to school. It is the participle of past participle of go. Gone to school. I had gone to school. And about the negative form, we use hadn't. So we add not to the had. She, let's say she had played football. It will become she hadn't played football. We just add not. Question form. Had she gone to the party? So in the question form, At the start of the sentence, we put had followed by the subject and then the past participle. Had she gone to the party? No, she hadn't. We cannot say no, she didn't, no, whatever, anything, because the question was with had, so the answer must be with had or hadn't. About the keywords, it's so important to memorize, so important to understand. After, before, until, when, as soon as, by, already, just. Keywords are so important because when you see any of these words in a sentence, it is a past perfect simple. Let's go to the past perfect continuous. First of all, the usage. Why and when do we use it? One, we use it also to describe an action that happened before another action in the past. But the difference here is to express how long the first action was in progress. So here there is a certain timing, a duration of time. That's what makes it so different from the normal past perfect simple. Here we are talking about a duration of time. Let's have an example to make it go clear. We had been waiting for her all morning. All morning. Here there is a duration of time. A duration, a specific period of time. We had been waiting for her all morning before she called us. Number two, we don't know if the action is completed or not. We don't know if the action is complete or not. So it is maybe the action is completed, maybe it is not. He had been exercising, so he was tired. He had been exercising, so he was tired. We have no clue if he finished, if he continued or anything. He had been exercising, the end, so he was tired. Did he continue? We never know. The form is subject plus had plus been plus verb and ing. Not verb, which is the past participle. It is subject, had plus been plus verb ing. Let's have an example. She had been playing all day. She is the subject, had been and playing, the verb play with ing, all day. So important to see and to look at it. All day, it's a duration of time. What about the negative form? We use hadn't as the previous lesson, as the past perfect simple exactly. We just add not to the had. Let's say she had been playing all morning. She hadn't been playing all morning. And about the question form, as usual, we drag the had to put it in the start of the sentence, then the subject, then been, and the verb with ing. And with 100%, we must put the duration. Had they been playing all day? Yes, they had, or no, they hadn't. Keywords: after, before, by the time, as soon as, when, all day, for ages, for a long time, for very long. So, some keywords are in common between the past perfect simple and the past perfect continuous. But the main difference here, in the past perfect continuous, we can see words that refers to a duration of time, a specific timing. One more important note we must remember: after or as soon as in the start of the sentence must be followed by past perfect and then past simple. So, after must be followed by past perfect or past simple if it is the start of the sentence. But what about if it is not in the start of the sentence? Let's stay in the middle of the sentence. So, in this case, we put the past simple at the start, then we put after or as soon as, then we add the past perfect. Let's have an example. After she had an accident, which is the past perfect had, she went to the hospital. The past simple of go is went. Let's go to the other example. Let's talk about before. Before or by the time, the start of the sentence. Before or by the time is followed by past simple, then the past perfect, if it is the start of the sentence. The next part, if it is not the start of the sentence, we'll put past perfect in the start, plus before or by the time, plus the past simple. Like, before she went to school, she had finished her homework. Before she went to school, she had finished her homework. What about the negative form in this case? What about the negative form in this case, though we are talking about the past? We put didn't. We put didn't plus the infinitive plus until plus the past perfect. I, it is the subject, didn't for the negative form, plus go for the infinitive, let's say, or any verb, eat, see, play, it's an infinitive. Go to school plus the past perfect after until. Until, then the past perfect, had eaten. So I didn't go to school until I had eaten my breakfast. The last thing is by plus time plus past perfect. By plus time plus past perfect. By 7 o'clock last week we had played tennis. We used by, and after it directly we put a specific time. 7 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, it doesn't matter. Last week we had played tennis, which is the past perfect. Had and the past participle of play is played, tennis. Thank you very much. Have a good day and take care. Thank you.